How we doing, guys? It's Seb Grant here from Quitweed, and I'm going to go through 60 reasons to quit smoking marijuana. Special request from Kane Gel Hall 2. Sorry, however, I got that wrong. And she says, I'd love to see a video that tells me about all the benefits of quitting. Sometimes I wonder if anything will really change or if it's worth it. What kind of positive life changes did you see after quitting? And we've also got an email here from SD. Hi there, Seb. I watched your videos on quitting weed yesterday and I was wondering if you could make a list of the benefits you reap after abstaining from marijuana. For example, did you see a drastic improvement in your cognitive abilities, memory, critical thinking, reasoning skills, etc., behavior, social interactions? Yes, 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 yes. And also, after how long do these changes become apparent? Thanks in advance. Thank you for the question. And look, man, all the physical things come back very quickly. Some of the mental things take a lot longer. Something described as burnout or mental fog. That mental fog is going to take a little bit longer to come back, but there's no specific time frame I can tell you. I mean, your brain's just another muscle like any other muscle in your body. Let's say you just didn't use your legs for 3 months and they became really skinny, really weak, no muscle mass there. It's like asking the doctor, how long until my legs improve? He can't really give you an answer to that because it depends how much exercise you give the muscles in your legs. Exact same with your brain, the cognitive abilities you're talking about, the mental dexterity. It comes back so quickly if you train your brain to make it come back quickly. If you do nothing, it's still going to come back to where it was before, but it's going to take a lot longer than the physical side effects like trying to sleep, trying to eat, the other things that come along with quitting marijuana. Before I go into it, I just want to say 9% of daily smokers have trouble quitting. So more than likely, even if you smoke weed, this doesn't apply to you. I don't want you to start telling me, oh, no one has trouble quitting marijuana. Yes, they do. I don't want you to tell me, oh, only weak-minded people have trouble quitting marijuana. That's not true either. It is a type of personality that has a problem with weed, and it might not be you. So all I'm saying is you are a stoner. Please have an open mind. Some people might not be like you. These are the benefits that you will see when you quit weed, and it's good to be reminded of these. If any of these stand out to you, why don't you write it down? Not all of these are going to be relevant to every person, but if you write down the ones that are relevant to you, read them daily, it will completely change your perception of marijuana. And yes, for the total better. So the first reason is breathing clean and deeply. And this is such a big difference, you know. I remember when I smoked weed, I had like a disgusting sort of sound in my throat when I would breathe, and that was just because I was smoking so damn much. No more coughing up tar. A lot of people that come to me literally cough up big wads of black crap because they smoke so much tar. Yes, there's tar in marijuana, guys. And that will all stop within 2 weeks of quitting marijuana. It will actually increase after you quit, but it will come out very quickly. And there's actually something you can get to make that a lot quicker, which we show you about in Quit Marijuana, the Complete Guide. You will have an increase in percentage of oxygen intake, which means you will also have a dramatic increase in your energy. This is something you don't know about until you quit. You don't realize how much energy you're supposed to have. You will have sharper mental dexterity, smoother mood transitions, increase in short-term memory, increase in stress tolerance. So you're using marijuana to control your stress. As soon as you take weed away, you're going to feel stressed because you don't have a high stress tolerance. You're not naturally coping with your own stress. Same with emotional intelligence. As soon as you quit, you have an increase in emotional intelligence, which means when your whole life goes to shit and you lose your partner or somebody dies in your family, or you just lose your job or something terrible happens to you, you can deal with that a lot better if you're not a stoner. You'll also have tons of more free time to yourself. It's not just smoking weed that takes your time, it's chasing weed all the time, looking to score. There's so much time you're wasting as a stoner, and you're really going to see that as soon as you quit. And here's another 10. Improved diet without the munchies. Dramatic increase in confidence, no more fumbling your words. You know, a lot of people come to me and they smoke so much weed all day, every day. They're so stoned when they get to me, and they can't even tell because they're always stoned. And they can't even spit out a sentence, you know? They can't structure a sentence properly. And it takes me a long time to just listen to them. And it's annoying to me and it's annoying to them as well. Maybe that's not you, right? But if it is, write it down. This is one of those reasons. Increase in life results generally. You will get further ahead as a non-stoner than as a stoner. And you can't compare your life to anyone else's. You can only compare your life results today to the person you would be if you had not smoked marijuana and the results you would have got that way. If you honestly think marijuana helps you in your life results, good for you. Increasing creativity. See, a lot of people think, me included when I smoked weed, that marijuana helps you in your creativity. But the fact of the matter is, professionals that rely on creativity for their income, so I'm talking about painters, musicians, people that really need their creative juices to flow in order to produce results in life and get paid, these are the type of people that come to me most often. And the reason they usually can't quit is because they have a limiting belief stuck in their head. They believe something that isn't true. And what they are believing is they can't produce music without marijuana. They can't write a beautiful article without marijuana. They can't paint a beautiful painting without marijuana. And as soon as we destroy that limiting belief, and it just isn't true anymore in their own mind, they quit marijuana instantly, creativity goes up, and their business skyrockets. Like I always say, ex-stoners are some of the most successful people on the planet, right? Look at Steve Jobs, look at Richard Branson. These aren't people that smoke weed every day, like I hear in my comments from teenagers. These are people that used to smoke weed and quit. Another reason, enjoying simple pleasures in life. You actually do. You enjoy those little things a lot more. When you smoke weed, you don't even notice them. You're too busy thinking about smoking more weed. Everything tastes better without weed, and I know I'll be challenged on that due to the whole munchies thing, but it's true. Your taste buds are dulled when you smoke a lot of marijuana. That's true. It's the same for someone that smokes cigarettes. They can hardly taste a thing. By the way, the munchies, what they are, is there's a valve at the top of your stomach that closes off, technically called a sphincter, right? Like your a-hole. And when that feels pressure, it sends to your brain a signal that you're full, which means you no longer want to eat food. When you get the munchies, that signal turns off. Not only that, but your metabolism is increased, which means you can eat a lot more. But it's not healthy. You're actually stretching your stomach full of stuff that isn't even good for you. And it actually can create heartburn too, because that valve needs to stretch open, which means the strong acids in your stomach can now come up the pipe out of your stomach and it can cause heartburn. I'm just saying. Increase body and chest size. This is good for boys and girls, right? Everybody wants a bigger chest. And if you smoke marijuana, you end up scrawnier. There's a lot of obese stoners as well, and there's a lot of skinny stoners. What there isn't a lot of is aerobic fit stoners. Big bodies, toned bodies. You don't see that so much with stoners. You'll also have an increased humility and an ability to relax. If you think marijuana helps you relax, what you actually think is you need a tool to help you relax. You need something outside yourself to help you relax. And what it means is when you don't have that tool, when you don't have marijuana, you can't relax. And this is really unhealthy for you. That will increase your stress levels. And stress is one of the major factors to increase the acidity levels of your body. If you look at an acidity pH level and did an average of everybody you know, right? You tested everybody's pH levels. Most people you know are going to be well too acidic. In the world we live in today with stress, everyone eats crap. Everybody has an acidic body. But if you are not able to relax on your own accord and you're using a tool to help you relax, not only is that going to increase the acidity levels in your body, but just smoking marijuana is also adding toxins into your body, which is going to increase the acidity levels further. If you don't believe me, test your acid levels. I'll bet they're off the charts. Number 20 is the ability to sleep and wake up more easily. And if you think marijuana helps you sleep, it's the same as all of these things, man. Whatever marijuana gives you with one hand, it takes away with the other hand in the long term. So a lot of people think, I can't sleep, I need to smoke weed, so now I can sleep. You're not sleeping, you're just going through the cycle you're used to. You're basically passing out, and you wake up in the morning burnt out. What you're supposed to do is wake up in the morning with abundant energy. That's how it is supposed to work. Stoners don't even know what I'm talking about. Number 21 is the no BS risk of legal problems, and it is bullshit. Personally, I think marijuana should be legal. If alcohol is legal, marijuana should be legal. But I still think marijuana has a place in our society. What I see a problem with is people that cannot leave weed alone. 22, you'll have less risk of health problems. That is a fact. Everyone always tells me about how marijuana can help stopping cancer spreading through your body. How about don't get cancer? There's a good start. And marijuana stopping cancer spreading through your body, it's kind of a technicality why it works. It does work. It is true. But unless you're someone with cancer, there is no point to start smoking marijuana. And even if you do have cancer, there's a ton of other things that need to go into that equation before you decide it's good for you, right? 23, no wasting time scoring. Man, it just takes you a whole day looking for the dealer sometimes, and then they're out of weed, and then you're panicky, and you check the carpet and under the bloody rug for weed. You're looking for a nugget. It's a horrible way to live, man. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff when you quit. Deeper relationships with everyone. This is just true. When you meet a stranger, you're easily going to talk to them when you're not a marijuana smoker, right? Not only with just strangers, but with your friends as well. You're actually going to have closer relationships with your friends, with your partner, with anyone and everything that comes up. Increased money. Even dealers I put here. Look, man, I used to sell marijuana and I used to sell a lot of marijuana. And I used to make a lot of money, but it's nothing to do with the money you earn. It's to do with the long term strategic plan with money, which is non existent to most marijuana smokers. Increased desire to improve yourself and others. Develop your witty personality again. If you're honest, if you've smoked weed for, say, 10 years and you're honest with yourself, I bet you were more of a witty personality, a bit more fun to be with 10 years ago. And again, I'm talking to people that smoke a lot of marijuana, can't seem to stop. I'm not talking to every marijuana smoker. Caring more for other people, become more popular instantly. And if you're sitting in your little social circles and thinking, well, if I didn't smoke weed, how would I be more popular? That's in your little social circles. You're one person among 7 billion people, and I can promise you the majority of them do not smoke marijuana. More people will tolerate a non smoking person. 31 and onwards, no paranoia, no indecision, no analysis paralysis. This is the biggest one with people that smoke weed. You just constantly analyze everything, especially to do with your own life. And it's not the best way to get ahead. The best way to get ahead is to take action and learn from the results of your action. 34, less personal insecurities. You look happier and healthier. You feel happier and healthier. Yeah, they're two different things. You increase your presence. Here's the thing about presence. We all have like a frame rate of how often you actually consciously observe the world. When you're normal, it's around 60 times a second you're present. When you smoke weed, your presence goes right down. The amount of times you're actually present in the world per second is something like halved, which means you're missing all types of crap going on around you. You just completely miss it. Have you ever looked down at your watch and saw what the time was, then looked back up and you still don't know the time? This is the type of thing that happens very regularly to marijuana smokers, and it's affecting every single part of your personality. Anyway, moving forward, 38, increased alignment with your spirit. And this is absolutely true. I now meditate. It's something I don't talk about too often because most people don't meditate. A lot of people have some weird perceptions about it. But if you ask anybody that knows how to meditate, if they can smoke marijuana and meditate, you can't. I've spoken to a professional meditation teacher, and what she said was when she smoked marijuana and she meditated and tried to go into her higher consciousness, what she saw was a big wooden shield kind of thing blocking what she can usually see. So a lot of people meditate to get a deeper understanding of not only themselves, but their place in the world and how you are supposed to interact with everybody around you and your overall goal. What is your point of being here? That's what your spirit's all about. It tells you what makes you happy so that you can go in that direction. You try one thing, oh, I didn't like that. You try another thing, I love that. That's the direction you need to go in, right? Whatever it is you love. Now, when you smoke weed, you don't feel these feelings as deeply at all, which means you're much more likely to go in the wrong direction in life. And there are wrong and right directions in life. Some directions make you happy, and that's the right way for you to go. Some directions make you unhappy, and that's the wrong way to go. The problem is with smoking weed every single day, all day, it makes it very hard for you to detect which way you should be going in life. So you end up doing some shit you hate, right? Like the guy that just emailed me, he said, I'm in construction, I want to be in sales, and he's 30, man. He's been doing this for 10 years, something he hates. Why? Because he hates it so much when he gets home, he just smokes weed to escape the world instead of freaking dealing with them. And so many people do this with computer games, with anything, man. How many people do you know go home from work every day and just bury themselves in a computer game or some project they have, and they don't deal with life? 39, increase in certain problem-solving abilities. Number 40, gain respect for yourself. It's called total self-respect. 41, natural highs will increase. So you're going to start feeling that same happiness feeling you get from marijuana from not smoking marijuana, right? And weed will start to bring you down. It's called a change your perception about what you're doing. And that's what we do. We change your perception about marijuana so you can freaking quit it and get ahead in life. 42, no need for sunnies. And I don't know what you first thought of. Tell me what you first thought of. Did you think I meant wearing sunnies to hide your bloodshot eyes? Or do you think I mean, your eyes will be able to resist the sun easier without sunglasses? Because that's what I actually meant. I meant that you will not need sunglasses as often when you don't smoke weed because your eyes can resist the sun naturally, like you were meant to do in nature. When you smoke weed all day, you need those sunnies because your eyes are weaker, as is the rest of your body and mind. 43. No more scary chest pains. Everybody relates to that one. 44. Your ability to persuade others increases, and persuasion skills are a really big deal in life, not just for people in sales, right? For example, number 45. The ability to attract sexy time. If you have someone that you are attracted to of the opposite sex, or maybe not even the world we live in today, but if you have someone you are attracted to, you really should be able to approach them and persuade them to spend some time with you. And then hopefully in that time, if you guys are aligned and you are meant to be, you can move on to the next level and get your sexy time, maybe even have a beautifully long relationship. Problem is with stoners, they say, I really like that person, and they never do anything about it. Maybe they go home and overanalyze it. I don't know. A lot of people that come to me in their older ages, 40, 50, 60, that want to quit marijuana, a lot of times one of the biggest reasons is that they have lost their partner. Their wife of 30 years left them. And maybe it wouldn't have happened if they didn't smoke weed. Maybe it would have too, but it's just another thing. Guys, I'm just going to break it right now because I don't really want to chuck up like a 30-something minute video onto YouTube. So if I stop it now, it's going to be like under 20 minutes, so that's good. So you can watch part 2. Before you do though, can you please like this video if you do like this video, and leave a comment if I've covered anything that you relate to. If any of these reasons would be the reason you would quit marijuana, or if any of these reasons have been the reason you have quit marijuana, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video, and of course you can watch part 2. Thanks for watching this, guys. It's Seb Grant here. Bye.